What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, and today we are going to be looking at 3 units from Final Fantasy 15. 1 New Vision Awakened, 1 5 to 7 star, and 1 New Vision base. I'm going to be scoring them based off of 1 out of 10. 7 is the most average score I can give. Anything above 7 is good, anything below 7 is bad, probably. Anyways, let us get into Nyx. First of all, he has a pretty decent break of 85%, which I've used on occasions. It's not too bad. He has Bolting Strike. He has Stardust Ray. He has Grandis, gives 300% attack and magic buff for all allies. And also 100% LB damage buff. But then he, yeah. As you would expect. That happens. So also, he also has 6 times cap or 600% cap, which is good. Y'all need it. Brave Shift from Olympus gives a zone effect of 25% more light and peril. If you remember or watched my zone effect video, you'll know that his zone effect actually stacks on top of normal and perils. So for example, you use 120% light and peril, and you add this on top, now it's even more. So it stacks. And also he has Light and View on his Grandis, he has light elemental boosts for himself, and his modifiers are not too bad, 80 times, 100 times on a cooldown. 80 times is any time. So, oh, and also, I just found out that his Brave Shift form Limit Burst actually has a chaining family that will be used in the future. You can chain with a bunch of units that will be coming out in the future, so if that interests you as well, that's another variety chain that he has going for him. But for now, I think it doesn't change with himself, I think. Unless there's some other units they may have it. I'm not aware of any. I think this is the first one of 27 hits, but there could be other ones. And the bad parts about him, he has no infinite turns, which is really bad because his base form is not that good. In fact, as you can see right here, I didn't talk about his base form at all because it's not that good. And also he has no passive killers, which is really bad because now he has to equip 300% from 0 if you want to do that. So what am I going to be giving him? 8 out of 10. He's not bad, he's not amazing, he's just a very good chainer that you may have a whole bunch of them, so then you're able to get it, and so it's good. He's not bad. Next, Cindy. She's the 5 to 7 star, and I think that she's pretty beginner friendly. I think that she has a lot of buffs that are pretty simple to understand and stuff like that. She has MP recovery, she has AV, all dispel, which means she basically wipes the whole field with buffs and debuffs. I think 200% attack magic, spirit, and defense buff for all allies. 280% attack and magic AoE buff on a cooldown. 100% machine killer, physical and magical, and also 50% physical and magical machine mitigation, which is that's actually pretty good. 15% lightning damage buff. So that basically means that you'll be doing more damage if you do have lightning element used. And her Limit Burst provides 150% Limit Burst damage buff and also 30% or 30 Limit Burst crystal fill for everybody. So I did use Cindy recently in one of my videos recently. I can't remember which one it was. Oh, it was the Rufus video. It was the Rufus video. So if you want to check out Cindy, go check out that Rufus video where he's a god, by the way. And he's quite good. I mean, she's quite good. Sorry about that. I was talking about Rufus too. She's quite good. I think that if you pull on this banner, you'll probably get a whole bunch of her. I had so many of her when I pulled on this banner on the JB side. So I mean, her STMR is pretty good because it's basically Lunara's STMR, but for machines instead. So pretty good. Her attack TDH, she has an attack TDH passive, which is completely worthless because she has it's really not good. So you basically have to pretend it doesn't exist. And she also has no lighting, imbue, or imperil, which doesn't matter too much, but I only mention that because she has a lightning damage amp, and you might be wondering, hey, why does she have that but no lightning, imbue, or imperils? I just wanted to put that there. So I think she's a very good support. If you're looking for someone who's easy to use and you need someone who can fill Olympus gauge pretty quickly, you can do it. She can do it. But if you have Epsilon Nicole already and you have him enhanced, then you probably shouldn't worry about Cindy too much, because I think he does the job a lot better. But she can also, like, that Olympus is pretty clutch with that 30 Olympus fill for everybody. I used it. You can, like I said, you can check out that Rufus video. She's quite good. So I'm going to give her a 7.5 out of 10. I think that she is not bad for a 5-star. And finally we have a Noctis. Cobalt Blade Noctis. Not Azure, Cobalt. So apparently Azure is just too fancy of a name for people to understand. Not really. I don't understand. Everybody that I talked to about this said that Azure sounds just much better. It just looks better. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, infinite turns on that Neovision base unit, and in the future, a lot of units in the future are gonna have to start having infinite turns. So I always mention it, but there's gonna be a lot of Neovision bases in the future that will have permanent Neovision switcheroo. 150% true wheel, 6 times cap, or 600%. 25% sword and peril on his Olympus, which is gonna be more impactful on the global side, I believe. I don't know the exact data because there's no. I'm doing this before the maintenance is over, so I'm only going off of what the news said. So I'm assuming this is what this is. So, anyways, we'll talk about that in a second. 150% spirit undead killer. Okay. 3% jump damage, which is going to be very easy, or very nice to have, because having as much jump damage as possible, 800% by the way, having as much jump damage as possible is very nice, and of course you want to max out that jump damage on a jump unit. So 300% is a pretty good jump, no pun intended, or maybe it was. You find out. Light damage, elemental boost, he needs it. Stardust ray chaining. He's a dragoon in his race form is what we're talking about here. And yes, it's an 83 times mod flat, but you can also do a bunch of other things, like a lot of other abilities that raises the modifier of that, which is in his main rotation to get that up. On the JB side, his rotation was 7 turns. On the global side, I'll probably have a little bit less, because now you can use his Olympus on the first turn. That's what we're talking about right now. So his one of his global buffs is instant fill. His instant Olympus fill rate buff, which is very nice. And 1 turn jump instead of 2. That's already amazing. Like, you guys have no idea how much insane that is, from waiting 2 turns to finish to 1 turn to finish. It's a big difference, guys. 100% Olympus damage. And you could, I don't know why I wrote that, possible Olympus finisher in his bracelet form, whatever. I never used him for that. You used him as a dragoon, not as a Olympus finisher, but whatever. And he has ways of filling his Earth Gosh, but don't have to worry about that now, I guess. So, a lot of people are going to say he's locked to light, that's annoying. But I never had a problem with it. I've never had a problem with it. It never bothered me. You just build your team around light, that's all. If you have Finzi, you can imbue everybody with light, and there you go. You already have a light team. Not a big deal. And you'll have to juggle with jump damage and killers and stuff like that, but I mean, it's whatever, every dragoon you have to do that. But he has a small jump, because I made the pun. I made the pun again, because he has that 300%. So I think he is very good. I think the global buffs make him a lot better. The problem with this banner in particular is that we know of a lot of stronger finishers in the future. We know of Luna Freya. We know of Zidane. We know of Tifa, the new Tifa. We know of Sephiroth. If you don't know any of these, by the way, check out my reviews on all that and stuff. They're all on my channel. But the problem with that, and the reason why I'm assuming he's getting buffed, is because everybody knows about Sephiroth at this point. I mean, even casual global players, I think, have seen recommendations on their YouTube channel, or on their YouTube page, that seeing Sephiroth all over the place. So I think that's the reason why he's getting buffed. not because he needed it, because he didn't really need it. It was just, it's a really nice thing. So I'm gonna go and give him a 9 out of 10 because of the global buffs. If it wasn't for the global buffs, he'd be getting 8.5, but he's getting a 9 because I think he is a very good finisher with those buffs. It's just the problem with Lunafray and stuff. So if you are looking for meta, if you're looking for that meme spreadsheet number, you probably don't want to go for Noctis because Lunafray will do a lot more damage. If you're someone who's a free-to-play, it doesn't have a lot of stuff, and you can't build a good evoke finisher, even though there's free-to-play builds out there, then maybe this is the one to go for. Of course, you still have to pull him. He's a new vision unit. So, all in the end, guys, 9 out of 10 for Noctis, my boy. I love Final Fantasy 15, so expect some pulls for that on my channel, on my stream soon. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like the video if you can. It's very helpful. It's very appreciative of my hard work on this channel. And make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. If you have been waiting to subscribe, you've been like, I've been waiting to this day to subscribe, well, do it. Just do it. Come on, click the subscribe button. Do it. What are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button. Alright. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you on the stream tomorrow. Peace.